Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC team, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Tailback takes the handoff again. Great cut there. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down at 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
He's brought down at the 28. Bring up second down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And here's the handoff. Throws off the stiff arm on the way to a solid gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the fit.
And the ball to the ground. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my God.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to maintain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He shreds the tackle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
That's the end of the first quarter. Missouri 7, Texas 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, not right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
It's a quick grab. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
There are a lot of people who feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught quickly. In the clear at the 25. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice positive game, but let's face it. You're in the national championship. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. The shotgun running play call. Throws a stiff arm. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive extending first down. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's good for a first down near the 40. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Short pass finds the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. Same tailback, another carry. Runs through the defender. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. This will be touchdown just inside the 40. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Here's the second down play. Here comes a handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. See if he can make a play on this return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Give it to the back again. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Snags a quick throw. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Going after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, that you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The DB's backing off from the line now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Shotgun formation is an inside give. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Texas 17, Missouri 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
First and goal, handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big.
And he scores. Touchdown, Texas. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away.
24, Missouri, Texas.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he fires the football to the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass caught, 2nd down now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
31, Missouri 7, Texas.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown.